Hey everyone. Originally a free act regarded as brave and heroic, the ancient Hindu tradition known as Sati, wherein a widow would fling herself upon her husband's pyre and burn to death, became a forced practice. Sati, despite being outlawed in India as of right now, has a sordid past. Today, let's know why Hindu women practiced Sati. Let's start the video, but before that, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. What is Sati? The term Sati originally referred to a woman who committed suicide after her spouse passed away. The phrase, "she is pure or true," is the translation of the Sanskrit word asti, from which the word was derived. The bride of Lord Shiva was known by the name Sati in Hindu culture. Shiva was never revered by her father, who frequently disliked him. She set herself ablaze in retaliation for her father's animosity towards her husband. She prayed to be reborn as Shiva's wife while she was burning. This did occur, and her subsequent rebirth was given the name Parvati. Using this story, people used to defend the practice until Sati was caught when she burnt herself. Thus, Sati Pratha. Sati Pratha is a subject of much discussion. Ancient texts like the Valmiki Ramayana and the Vedas claim that the widow is frequently brought back to her home but do not mention Sati. There are a few cases of women killing themselves in the later Mahabharata epic, although these are more often driven by severe sorrow or guilt, like in the case of Madri, who lamented the death of her spouse Pandu during intercourse. Like many other widows in Hastinapur, Kunti, Pandu's other wife, led a comfortable life. One may see that Buddha and Mahavira made no mention of this practice, and that none of the ancient Buddhist or Jain scriptures reference it as more evidence that forced widow burning didn't exist in ancient Hinduism. The question at hand is, when it arrived and why? We must comprehend the areas where Sati is rife in order to get there. The Rajput family in the northwest India has a pervasive practice of Sati, although most other regions of India do not. For instance, there is no reference to Sati in any Tamil culture or literature. Many well-known historical personalities like Kannagi were widows. So what makes northwest India so unique? It is located close to where the invaders entered the country. We saw the rise of Sati there. Some of the earliest instances of forced burning dates back to the fall of the Gupta Empire, which was under siege by invaders. At that time, when they were written, the Puranas had mixed feelings towards Sati. While some praised the practice, others forbade it. Yet, when the Muslims invaded Rajput territory in the 14th century, things truly went out of control. In order to avoid the consequences of invasions such as mass rape and enslavement, Hindus committed mass suicides known as Johar. The most well-known example of this is Rani Padmini's suicide during Alauddin Khilji's invasion. This suicide was a significant trigger since it was widely lauded and exalted. Immediately, temples were built in honor of her sacrifice, and the suicide even had some positive connotations. Upon her passing, Rani Padmini gained notoriety, and ever since, widows plunging into fire have become commonplace in that region. Women who objected were reprimanded or tossed into the flames. The legend of Padmini and this horrific custom eventually reached other royal families like the Marathas and the Vijayanagara Nayaks. If historical facts are to be believed, the practice of Sati was prohibited many times between 15th and 18th centuries. In 1582, Mughal Emperor Akbar outlawed Sati, and in 1663, Aurangzeb tried to end it again. Even the Portuguese, French, and British who came to India during the European colonial period tried to stop Sati. In 1850, the British hardened their rules against the practice. Sir Charles Napier ordered to hang to death any Hindu priest who presided over a widow burning. The princely states of India during that time were also pressurized to rule out Sati completely. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was one of the key reformers who opposed such practices. Well, that's it for today. I hope you're liking Nerdies discoveries. Can't wait for the next video to learn more and be fascinated about. See you on the next. Bye.